How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the behind the scenes. Yes, I'm here later than normal, but you understand I was up a long time last night because I slept in late. So here we go. See these glasses? If you were here live or watched the live that I did, the 3 lives that I did last night, child, you will see. I went through a lot of my stuff, and girls and boys, I done found my glasses, my old baby fat glasses. I promise you, the arm. I must have figured out a way to glue the arm of my glasses back on because I promise you, the arm of this one fell off. At least I thought, child. So I thought I'd wear them today. I thought let me wear my glasses. Let's give the other one a break. It's always good to have 2 pair of glasses in case one breaks. This ain't the progressives, but the other ones is definitely in my purse in case it reveals itself. Don't worry about what I have on in the background. I have on Drink Champs, which I didn't know. Ooh. I was today years old when I found out that it was the Revolt is a P. Diddy product. I'm not tripped. Kinda. It's like I really don't support Diddy like that anymore. You know? I don't hate him or nothing, but he's just been showing. I'm not counseling him anything, but I'm also ain't trying to go out of my way to put money in his pocket, to be honest with you. So I've got to, lotion my body because, wintertime the skin tends to drop because it's cold. Not that it's been dry here in Georgia. It's been raining pretty much all weekend long. Whew. Ooh. Smile. Buster, what it is right now. Buster, what it is right now. I'm trying to figure out who was this on Drink Champs. Nori be messy though. Nori be messy. Mad skills. Mad skills. Buster, what it is right now. Buster, what it is right now. Let me tell you something. I might have to ride to work on Buster. What it is that makes me want to listen to my Buster. What it is right now. Let me tell you something. One of my favorite hip hop artists is Busta Rhymes. Have been since the new school. Row, row, like a dungeon dragon. And they did a whole lot more. But yeah, I love me some Buster. And it's funny, someone said that Ludacris is the Buster Rhymes of the South. And that is so very true. And Ludacris is also one of my favorite rappers from back in the day that was making music consistently. He's adventuring into other things, I'm pretty sure right now. At this point, he's a legend of Atlanta. Okay. What it is right now. Everybody's like, you don't like Jay Z? I mean, Jay Z is good. I like his albums, his cadence and everything. But I don't do what everybody else do. Okay. I really don't like being like everybody else. Okay. I kind of like having my own thing. Now, there's some people that like to be like everybody else, but that's not me. Buster, what it is right now. Just like, who was really sheeple? These major companies. You know. But we're going to go a little bit into. Woo, that's some strong coffee, child. Yeah, I agree with Nas. He's a goat. He's a lyricist. Okay. Ew. See, I done broke the other mirror. It fell. That's I don't believe in that stupid curse either. That if you break a mirror, that's bullshit. Curses only work if you believe that it works, and I don't believe. I believe in curses. That's an empowerment to fail. I'm gonna add that in there because I got to say my piece on something that I heard. Comedian Carlos Miller said that's gonna be a part of my morning chat too. Um, yeah. Yeah. Smile. Smile. Living my best life.
No. Missy don't have nobody in the studio when she record. Yeah, she produced too, but Missy do, she maybe not sitting down playing, but as far as I've never seen, but she'll definitely sit down and tell you, I wanted to go, that's it to call her Puffy. We call her the Diddy Deuce. Yeah. That's Diddy Deuce. You tell them how you direct it. We call that Diddy Deuce. That's no one what it is. Is it Quincy Jones mainly kind of? Yeah. But he can sit there and play too. But I call it Diddy Deucer when you can just say, I wanted to go.
A Diddy Deucer.
Yeah, the Dre is the same way. Yeah. Like Dre is the same way. Not saying he can't play, but the times that I've been around Dre was definitely like. You wrote with Dr. Dre? I wrote some shit. It never came out. It was Detox. But that was probably one of the illest times. Cause I see it. It's like being around Dre. If you ever in a session with Dre, it'll be the most important session in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I came out there, and I'm bugging because we went to Hollywood Hills, and the fucking Laker game was on, and it's me, Dre, and the man who brought me, and maybe like two other people. And I go in, and I'm writing a song, and he talking to his mate. He's like, yo, like. It's like boring. Like, you think we should bring some people around? He's like, I mean, you want to, right? He's like, yeah, I think we should get some people. It's kind of boring. The game on. Like, fuck, I'll go back in the room because I don't want niggas to think I'm there just to fucking party to write. So I go back in the room to write, and I come out, and I tell him, I say, yo, I got it done. He said, all right, come in. So he comes in, he listens to it, he said, yo, I want you to change line 8, line 14, and line 3. And I'm like, okay, boom. And he's like, yeah, make it like, you want to make it go, I'm like, okay, cool. So I say it, and then I'm working on these 3 lines that he want me to change, and then I come back out to tell him that I redid it, and it's a whole fucking part. And I'm like, God damn, Dr. Dre's blinking fucking eyes, a people show. So, yeah, and it's Grammy weekend, so it's fucking so it's Grammy weekend. I do the joint. We finish.
Okay.
Everybody leaves, and I'm talking.
Let me go ahead. Let's get it started. Good morning. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. And if you can't really hear me that well on this camera, the Instagram camera, I don't have my mic set up, but I think you should be hearing me just fine. If not, subscribe to my YouTube page. Okay, Instagram? Subscribe. And that way you will hear it from an Instagram page. Hello. Anyway, how you all doing? So, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. There's been a few things that has been happening this past weekend. Morning announcements. This on yesterday, Sunday, December 11th, I did I did 3-hour-long videos or more, talking about, clearing out my closet. Well, I didn't show you clearing out my closet, but I had a bunch of stuff. I was inspired to clear out my closet, clear out the end of year clear out and giveaway. So there was stuff that I had in my closet that I don't use or wear, clothes I don't wear no more, things I don't use no more. And I'm giving away those that was worthy of giving away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. So if you want it, go to those videos. I went live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So go back to those videos from yesterday. If you want something, put it in the comments. If you're on Instagram, slide into my DMs and say, "Oh, girl, I like that. You need that. Well, I need that. Stuff like that." There's a few unopened products that I had or unused things that I had that I don't even know why I had them. Okay, as you can see, I don't have my other glasses on. I found these in the end of the year clear out, and I was like, "Oh, I thought these were broken." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to throw these away." But child, no, I didn't. Mm, 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 So I'm wearing them. Okay, so there it is. So we got that. So go back to that and get it. Also, this Friday, no, this Saturday, I will be doing the epilogue live on all the channels I went live on yesterday. Oh, I'm about to do the wrong book. Of Caught Up, Loving a Trill One, the epilogue of this. I'll be going live with this one, the last of it all. And be on the lookout in the new year if you're a part of my Patreon of book giveaways for my book club. You can join my Patreon for $3. And I believe what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep it at $3 for 6 months into 2023, and then it's going to go up because there's going to be book clubs and other things that's going to be better used for that's going to be different tiers, but and the different tiers is going to get different things. It's going to be for different type of situations. Okay, now so stay tuned for that. So that's the morning chat for yesterday. Okay, so yeah, I got notes. Look forward to that too. That my morning chats are going to get more formulated and formatted where I'm actually preparing the night before to talk about the morning chat. And I'm kind of liking not only doing it on Monday and Friday. I don't know. I might end up keeping it up. That way I can gather more things to talk about. So here we go. So first I want to right now while I have it on well, I had it on my mind and I should have wrote it down. Daggone it. Jesus the crystals. So well, since I have it written down, there was something else I want to touch on this morning, and I can't remember it. So let's go to DoorDash. And so some of you who watch me, y'all never pull up on me on when I'm live, but I know y'all be watching me. I know y'all be watching me. I might end up stop doing lives in the new year and just posting videos so that y'all can watch me later. Because I know y'all be watching me. Because the YouTube be telling me, and Instagram be telling me, and I'm reaching somebody. Now Facebook, I don't be reaching. There's a couple people that are just out of love will follow me on Facebook. So what was I talking about? Come in here, Carl. DoorDash. I DoorDash on the weekends for now while I'm still working. So I do that on a little side note. And I just need to give y'all some tips. As those who are ordering DoorDashes and those who are DoorDashing as the delivery person. First of all, if you're going to DoorDash, and I'm not sure if anyone ever told you this rule when it goes to when you go out to eat where you're being served. Okay. If you can't afford to tip, don't do it. Don't go out to eat. Use that same adage. If you can't afford to tip, don't DoorDash. Okay? Get your broke ass up out of your off your ass and make it to the restaurant and get it yourself. I said what I said. Okay? Tipping is not a nice thing to do. This is something that you just should always do. Now, mind you, I have been those a person that didn't tip. Okay, because I wasn't raised like they left the tip. When I grew up, we gave it was something I was believed. It was told to me or taught to me, not necessarily spoken to me by my parents, but it was told to me that you tip when you get good service. This is something is extra to the meal. Okay. This is just something that you do as just a gratuity to say thank you for serving us so well. You were really good. I'm really impressed. Okay. But things have changed. I don't know how it was back then when I was a child. But when I grew up and I became a server, Pizza Hut was the first place where I served. We don't get paid. Well, back in the day, if you got paid $4 an hour, you was balling. So say the minimum wage is $4 an hour. We don't get paid $4 an hour. We get paid $2. And we're supposed to get the rest in tips. That's like working on commission almost. You heard? And that's the bullshit. Okay? Because some people still have that adage that you only tip if you get great service. And that's not how it goes. That person served you. They brought your food from the kitchen out to you. They took your order and told the cook what to cook. They got your drinks. They made sure they were filled. Okay? Along with other people demanding their time and attention. Okay? So they deserve at the minimum a 15% tip. That's the minimum if they gave you horrible service. Okay? The only time I would tell you not to tip is if they didn't serve you at all. Like they never came over there, took your order. They never, you know what I'm saying? Then don't tip. Matter of fact, if there's no one that comes to your table and take your order and get your food and bring it out here, leave the restaurant. They don't want you there. Okay? Duh. Okay? But if they took your order, gave it to the cook or chef to cook, and brought it out to you, tip them. Even if it was late, the food was cold, and sometimes it's not even their fault. Number one, okay. Two, now you go and give them the big bucks if they came out, they took your order, they went and checked on your order. If it was running behind, they came out and told you, look, it's running behind. The cook is a little busy back there. He had whatever. But as soon as it get out, I'm going to bring it out to you. I'm so sorry. She keeps you informed on why your food is taking longer. They ask if the other food is prepared. Do you want it to wait to bring out all the food together? Would you like your other people to get it and then we bring yours out hot, so on and so forth? Do you want more to drink? How can I make you more comfortable by, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Then yeah, give her that 25, 30% tip because she did above and beyond what she or he was supposed to do. Okay, that's when you tip. And that goes for any service industry person. That means your hairstylist. Okay, because I'm kind of about that. Like if you're going to a hair salon, uh-huh, and they're getting paid from the hair salon, which most of them they're not. They're paying booth rent. Okay. Um, Tip them, especially if they really do your hair the way you want it to be done. Okay. Yeah, you're paying them for the service. But if you're going to something like I'm trying to think, Mastercut, I forgot that chain. They're probably hiring their stylist, their barber. Same thing. Tip your barber. Tip your barber. Tip your hairstylist. Tip your valet driver. And I'm telling you this, and no judgment, because if I had judged you, I'm gonna have to judge myself because I haven't done those things. I'm guilty of not doing those things. Okay. Tip anyone that's providing you a service. They're serving you. They're doing something for you that you don't want to do or cannot do. Tip them. Tip them. Okay. Maybe not your auto mechanic because he's getting paid much money. you know, but if he really does an excellent job, get you in and out, and doesn't try to get more money out of you, because that, like, if you go to a repair shop, you do know those mechanics get a percentage if they find something that needs to be fixed and you get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? And you pay to get it done. Okay. Right then and there, they get a percentage of that. So I'm just saying, if you want to tip your maintenance man, and I'm talking about the ones that work on your car, not your body, or maintenance woman, go ahead and do it. Especially if they give you excellent service and you get you in and out and they fix what you came to, they let you know what needs to be done soon, that type of thing. Okay. So do that. Take that adage. If you don't have the money to tip, don't order DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats. Don't order it. Instacart. Don't order it. And yes, sometimes those delivery fees is just, it's like, what? I'm paying $10 for delivery fees? You damn right. You're ordering from a restaurant clear across town. You're ordering from a grocery store clear across town. Why didn't you order from the store around the corner from you? Get your butt up and go get it. So I take that adage that if I can't pay at the very least 15% to 20% in tip, because the average is 20% if you get good service, 15 if you don't get good service. Okay, just tip them. Okay, if your broke ass don't have no money to get it, then don't get it, and don't get mad if you don't tip. If we don't give a F about your delivering it to you on time. Okay? Don't get mad if your food is cold when we deliver it to you. All right? Now, as a driver, what I've learned as a DoorDasher is, though DoorDash does not deliver on their incentives. Or there's something, because I did it, if you do 15, you get $300. I've had to contact them. They have yet to deliver on that $300. Okay. Don't jump at every opportunity. Oh, it's busy out there. Bullshit. The bakers, man. I said that. Bullshit to Baker's Man, thanks to Nay Rob. I love her. I have to listen to her every day. Okay. When she does her book reviews, I love her. She's from the D of the DMV. Okay. Uptown Rob. I suggest y'all go on over there and watch her. On YouTube. She's on YouTube. I don't know if she have an Instagram channel. But I love her. She's very entertaining. I love the way she reads the book a little bit too much for me because it doesn't give me any reason to go out and buy the book. But I love her. I just love her, and she's so pretty to me. She is so pretty to me. Not like I'm not a lesbian, okay, but she is so pretty to. She kind of reminds me of my mom. My mom was so pretty. Was so pretty, so pretty, especially when she was young. My mom was just so pretty. Anyway, um, don't jump at everything that they. Oh, it's busy. Don't. We don't chase. We attract. Okay. But I can tell you this: I surely haven't been attracting any real money because the first weekend that I did DoorDash, I made almost $300. Okay, on 3 days door dashing, and it decreased. This last weekend I only made $25. But the man, in their defense, I only was out there door dashing for actively for about an uh, hour and 45 minutes. But you go out there, you start your car, you waiting for it. They say, "Oh, it's busy." You get out there and you you dash now. You click on dash now, or you tap on dash now, and the joint is like, "What happened to all this busyness?" Because when I opened up the app, it was all this deep, dark red zones, and I'm right there in the middle. And when I say dash now, it goes away. I was like, "What happened to all the busy?" They say that to get you out there driving. Okay. What I'm not is nobody's slave. Okay. I'm not going to jump out there chasing all these carrots to get you out there. Those incentives and those promos are carrots to get you out there driving. Okay. Put how long you're going to drive or how much you're willing to drive for. Set your day. I'm gonna drive until I get $50, $100, $200, or I'm gonna do 2 hours and I'm gonna get what I can in those 2 hours. Number one. Number two, look, I know I said that about if you cannot tip, don't order. There are still some people that's gonna do that. Take them little orders. I watched another person who DoorDash tip. He said, "Don't take those little orders. Take those little orders." I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're gonna continue getting those little orders that come in, and it's gonna take down your acceptance rate. And then all they're gonna give you is those little bullshit orders. Okay. I looked up something else where this other DoorDash driver said, like, "What's going on with the app? It's just not acting right. It's going out, or I'm not getting certain orders." So, oh, it's because your acceptance rate isn't this. So you're not getting the good orders. Okay. DoorDash, if you ask, do they punish you for not accepting orders? It'll tell you no. There's no punitive actions against you. You don't get punished, but you do get punished. Honey, yes, you do. They won't give you good orders. They'll continue sending you those $3.25 orders, those $2.50 orders to pick up a bottle of Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A and then drive it clear across the goddamn town. Okay. To deliver the Polynesian sauce. Like, really? I mean, you didn't buy not a Chick-fil-A sandwich, not a meal, my dude. And then they don't tip for that little bottle that I drove clear across town from the north to the south to deliver a bottle that you could have gotten from the store around the corner or from the local Kroger. Girl, okay. So take those orders because you don't want it to dip under 70% because you're going to get crappy orders. Shit, I still don't understand how I got Dwelle's order that time. Child, but I did, and it was worth it. Was that me? He had a crappy order? Anyway, he tipped though. He did tip. He tipped. Um, so don't do what you're supposed to do and take those little orders. The broke people need delivery too, because some people may not have the money and they just came out the hospital. They were gifted a DoorDash certificate or something, and they just don't know. They don't know to tip. Okay, their money, they just don't know to do it. They don't know that we're not getting paid the full amount of what we should, you know what I'm saying, get. Okay. They also have this new incentive. At least I was offered a new incentive to drive is $11.25. Child, do the calculations if it works for you. I could have did that, get paid hourly once I, started delivering. But I made about the same amount. In some way, in my heart, I feel like that incentive plan to get paid at 11.25 an hour just doesn't seem like it's worth me my car mileage on my car, the wear and tear on my car to get paid $11.25. You could keep the tips, but I bet money that if you do that, none of those people. I didn't even try it. I just didn't feel like um it wasn't worth it. And I ended up making the same amount as if I were to do it by the hour that they were offering. Now, if they take that joint up to $15 or $20 an hour, I would do it because it'd be worth it. Okay. But if they did that, they'd probably say, you won't get tips. I bet. Because it's about them making money. It's about people making money. Now, moving on from that, I want to circle back to Deion Sanders. So, since last week, when everybody was, oh, he's a sellout, okay? And I'm specifically speaking towards in the direction of comedy hype, okay? Because, Yamanika and Pierre and Capone was really not so much Pierre, was really saying how much I can't believe he's leaving the HBCU to go to a losing white team. And why is it leveling up if he goes to a PWI school and da 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 da? It's leveling up because new findings come out, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. Deion exposed that he was getting burglarized at the school. The school wasn't owing up to his contract. Okay, a part of his contract that if he brings in money over 30K to games, that a percentage of that ticket sales would come to him. And somehow he knows, he said he counted the ticket box. I saw the video where he was saying, I said, where's my money? Somehow it's always 28K. That's only 28K. We only made 28K. I'm going to tell you for a fact we made more than that because I counted the ticket sales. So where's the rest of the money? Because now you're messing with my pockets. And they were taking the money that the football team was bringing in that's supposed to come to the football team for facilities and things that they needed. The school was taking from the football team fund and putting it into a general fund, scholarship fund for everybody else. Okay. Not only that, he paid out of his pocket to feed the football team good meals. He tried to get them a part of a celebration bowl the school president didn't want to do it. He paid for the facilities out of his own pocket. He was not even making what I think 300K. So you telling me you still mad at him? He's still a sellout? It seems like I said, what did the school do to try to keep him? This is what I found out that they tried. I mean, what they did to try to keep him. They offered him $1 million. Now, mind you, he's getting $5 million. He's been offered $5 million from Colorado State for I believe allegedly for 5 years, maybe. Okay, contract to work with Colorado State football team as a head coach. JSU broke ass only offered him $1 million and then told him he'd have to pay the football team staff from that $1 million. Are you it? So you gonna tell me you'd stay for that? So he didn't sell out. He really did level up. And it's a shame. It's a shame that Black-owned businesses and schools and stuff like that you have to deal with that with your own people. I've told people many a times, I've been treated better by a racist white person than I have by my own people. You hear me? By my own people. I have been gypped, manipulated, taken advantage of by my own people. And I work with plenty, and I love being a Black woman. I love my people. But damn it, I don't like doing business with y'all. Okay? And I remember hearing this thing on they was talking about Black-owned business doesn't mean free. Black-owned business doesn't mean a hookup. But Black-owned business also doesn't mean cheap, late. It should not be synonymous with being cheap, late, poor customer service. And these are the things that we deal with all the time. You fuck up on our orders, and then you don't want to correct it or give us our money back. You want us to just accept your bullshit and take it. And I'm telling you, I promise you, I've worked with it, with Black people, Black-owned businesses. When we're oftentimes behind the time when it comes to technology. Are you fucking kidding me? Why are we still using couriers to take our documents to the courthouse to file? Why are we not e-filing? Now, I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just saying, why are you still using word perfect? Why do we still have an old bubble back computer? Why you have your cousin, uncle, brother, brother-in-law as your tech specialist, and he don't even live in town? He doesn't have a group, don't have enough. Trust me, I'm telling you. You hiring your cousins, brothers, sisters, all that stuff, and say, I'm trying to provide my brothers and sisters a job. No, you trying to get somebody that is cheap, is going to deal with your bullshit. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, we're hiring our friends and family because you have more likelihood of getting over on them and they accepting the shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, your brother-in-law, I worked at this one doctor's office, and we always had problems with our computer. Always had a problem with our computer. Okay? And the doctor Black owned. There's a black doctor. It was his brother-in-law that was the tech supplier. I mean, was supposed to be the tech, and he wasn't even in the city, didn't live in Georgia even. So he could never come there and figure out what's going on. He was always doing it remotely, which is not that it can't, because where I currently work, we have our tech support is mostly remote, but we also have someone who comes into the office who can be there hands on to see what's going on. Because it could be something right there. It's like, did you plug in your computer? You know what I'm saying? Or, oh yeah, the building is experiencing this. Da 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 da. Okay. To find out, to see if it's a hardwired situation, not a software situation. So at anyway, like, get off his back. This brother did what he said he came to do with GSU, and they fucked him over. Okay, and now he's out. Good for you, Dion. And the thing is, he really never talked bad about JSU. I mean, I keep saying GSU like it's Georgia State University. JSU. He could have been like, fuck them niggas. They kept stealing my stuff, my personal items. They were stealing from the football team. They didn't want to do a show. He was trying to, ESPN wanted to have them on there, a show. And the president said no. Like, for real? I'm trying to do stuff and you are fighting me all the way. Okay. So he said, fuck it. I'm out. I got an offer from a whole nother organization. I will see you in the by and by. And he said, well, I thought God told him to come, and he did. And then it's like, okay, maybe God told him. Sometimes God told you to be there for a short time, but I mean, not for a long time, but a good time, and be out. Okay. Just because God called you there doesn't mean you got to stay there forever. Okay. Just because God called me to go to work this morning doesn't mean I stay there for the remainder of the week until he says go home. No, the end of the day ends at whatever my end of the day is, and I come home. Sometimes your assignment at a place ends. It ends. Assignments end. God ends assignments, I'm just saying. Okay. He did his job above and beyond. He tried to work with those people. And I told y'all, it was more to that story. There was more to it. Okay. Now, before I get into the 15 minutes of funk, there ain't no done. I want to remind you, if you want to support this channel, it will be in the descriptions of YouTube and Instagram. Okay, so I want to go, and I saw a snippet on Instagram where Carlos Miller, a comedian, who said that the devil blesses people too. And I've heard this before. The devil blesses people. And it didn't sit well in my spirit. It did not sit well in my spirit. That is a lie from the very Satan's ass that you came from. I don't think he's, but it could tell me that Carlos Miller really don't read the Bible. He doesn't have a relationship with Christ, or he maybe, if he does, it's a very immature walk. Okay. So I'm not here to troll him or talk down on my brother at all. Okay. I just come to correct. The devil does not bless. It says in the Bible that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's not a blessing. Understand what a blessing is. Okay. A blessing is an empowerment to prosper. Okay. The devil don't know how to make you prosper. Now, he may give you a gift that have all kinds of strings attached. Okay. Because to say that the devil blesses is telling me that what I got from it is that you see a certain item receiving something that you wanted as a blessing and it is not. Like, oh, you win the lottery, that's a blessing. No, that's not a blessing. That would be the result of being blessed. The blessing is empowerment to prosper. A curse is empowerment to fail. Okay. And prosper doesn't mean money. Does not solely mean that you're rich or your money, you have a lot of money or you're wealthy. That means that you prosper. The synonym for prosper is success. That means if you start something, you finish it. You successfully complete your goal. Okay? You get things done. Everything you start, you finish. You're successful. If you started a podcast, you will continue. You're successful at starting it and maintaining it and keeping it up. That's success. That's what success is. It's setting a goal and meeting it. You're successful. That's what that is. That's what prosper means. You're empowered to complete every goal that you set. Everything you go for is blessed, is empowered to continue. If you're going to make money and you get it, then that's the blessing is the empowerment, not the thing. Okay. So I believe that Carlos Miller was saying that sometimes the devil gives you a gift. And I'm not talking about a talent, but they give you something. He gives you a whole bunch of money knowing that you're not ready for it. And that you're going to do the typical broke boy actions and you're going to buy a bunch of cars and jewelry and all the stuff that means nothing. Okay. But every good and perfect, not flawless, perfect means mature, complete, ready for you, comes from above, from God. So the good and perfect gift comes from Him. Watch what you say. Satan does not bless. He loved it when you said it too. Satan loved it. That's right. I bless. No, you don't. He does never bless. He come to kill, steal, and destroy. So Satan never bless. He may answer a prayer that he then ear hustled on. Let me give it to her because I know she ain't ready. God ain't gonna give it to her. I'm gonna give it to her because she ain't ready for it. She's asking for something that she know good and doggone well she ain't ready for. But this will destroy her. So I'm gonna give her all this money. Okay. And some people get all that money, win the lottery, and sit up there become and die because they didn't overdosed on drugs. Or now you got everybody, they done told everybody about how much they got, and they just sat up there. People, I mean, if you've ever watched, just go on a deep dive and watch The Curse of the Lottery and how many people gotten robbed, killed, and destroyed by the money that they received. It was only a few that was prepared for that money. And you notice it's never the ones that really prepared for it that win it. It's rare. I mean, now they also have stories on YouTube where they say where people did good with the money that they won, or someone won at Vegas, the big one. You know, most of them, some people actually know exactly what to do with the money they were supposed to do, and they're living still good, and they still got their wealth. You know what I'm saying? But most of the people, you hear more about the ones that was destroyed by the money that they had received. Let me close this blinds a little bit because the sun is coming out and said, "Smile, bitch." Okay. So that's just my little thing. It just really didn't sit well with me when he said that Satan blesses. He does not. Okay, he'll give you a deceptive gift though when you're not ready for it. He'll give a 16-year-old a car. before he got his driver's license, before he had the wherewithal to understand driving. But at any rate, that's all I got for the before the main topic. Now you know what the main topic is, and you know what it means, Instagram. That means I'm gonna have to take you out of this. You don't get the 15 minutes of funk. If you want the 15 minutes of funk, come over here to YouTube and subscribe to According to Akara channel. And you'll get the full live. Or if you just love me, go ahead and just join my Patreon for $3 and get the exclusive content. Um, Short morning announcement about that. I will make the videos that from last week available on my Patreon tonight when I return back from work. Okay. All right. Bye, Instagram. Remember, love yourself, love your neighbors, and stay authentic. And I'll see you on Friday. Okay, now give me a minute to before I do the 15 minutes of fun. It ain't no junk. What the heck? Choo, choo. All right. Now that I've posted that, that's on its way. Let's get into this smell. Okay. Okay. Now, the 15 minutes of funk, there ain't no junk. Let me tell you. This is what I feel about R. Kelly's new record. Now, I didn't say album because it's not a whole album. It's just this one record called I Admit It. I said the reason why I put the title as my opinion on R. Kelly's record, new old record, because this is not a new record. He did not record anything in prison. Okay. Um, the original I Admit It record was released back in July 23rd of 2018. Okay. What is that? 2002, 2001, 2019. That's 5 years ago. And when I heard that was the I Admit It, it's not a new release. It's not a new drop. It's a new it's an old song being re-released. Okay. So this is the song I remember back in the day when it was and people were talking about it and he was admitting to let me see some of the things that he admitted to making mistakes. He admitted to, and I'm reading the lyrics, he admitted to imperfection or imperfect ways. He admitted to he admitted to he said, I admit I was hard on to focus. I didn't go to class. He admitted to being molested as a child. You know, he admitted to um, dropping out of school. He admitted to these are the things that he admitted to. So it wasn't like I admit I did these little girls. That's right, I did it. I had sex with these young girls. He didn't say that. Okay. He admitted to a lot of stuff. He exposed what he went through. And really what this song is, of course, it was greatly branded to, and it's perfect. Now that he's in prison, now he's coming out with a song that says, I admit it. Now, I'm surprised that most of y'all did not know because, I mean, it was a big thing because people were saying, he's admitting. I think a lot of people, from what I see now, I didn't go to Twitter about it because I'm not a big Twitter head. So this is really, if it's anything that's been put on Twitter, now every now and again I'll go there, but I don't really get my opinions and I don't look at what people saying on Twitter. So I'm not a Twitter girl. I never really liked Twitter, but I am on there and occasionally will put some content on there. But um basically the way I feel about it then is the way I feel about it now. He is really pulling on, he's trying to let you know this is why I am why I am. He's trying to make you feel sorry for him for being molested, being sorry for um being not reading, not knowing how to read because he dropped out of school, and and it's just really garnering the admitted is very catching. So you want to, because he's been accused of a lot of stuff. Okay, you think he's about to admit marrying Aaliyah and doing all this stuff, and no, he's admitting the obvious stuff that we already know, that he can't read. He's illiterate. He dropped out of school. He is outing those people that molested him and all this stuff, so that you can, like, this is where I'm coming from. So I admit being this person, and that these people, he's really exposing people who basically fed him and he admitted, obviously, I'm a hit maker. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, I admit I trust people too much. Trust, trust too much, too much, too much. I admit I can't say such and such, but my lawyers told me settle this. E- Even though it's bullish. Kelly protect your career. All these people in my ear. I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talked to me sometimes, but the devil is not who I trust. I've been effed by so many damn managers. I will, while they push me out front of these cameras, managers, cameras, all the music I done gave them, and now they play me like a effing amateur. So basically, he's saying that it's not his fault that he's doing this, and he is exposing the industry. This song is an expose on the industry, that they pretty much push them out there, say, settle it, deal with it, don't fight it. Don't fight it, settle it out of court, get out of his lawyers and men said, settle, think about your career. Whenever, instead of fighting and saying, no, this is not the situation, no, nah. He's been screwed over by the industry. And now they're turning their backs on him. And now he's in jail because he listened to his managers, and now his heart is basically what he's saying. And he's exposing it. But he doesn't have any credibility because we all saw the tape. Okay? I can honestly say I didn't see the tape. I'm trying to remember. Somehow maybe saw a small pet, but I mean, I believe it because I remember when Aaliyah, that whole Aaliyah thing, I believed it that he did what he did to that young girl. And there's other things that I feel about it, like a lot of y'all are acting, "Oh, I can't believe he is Nancy," and. But if you're from my day and time or older, it was commonplace for an older man to be with a younger girl. Just 13, like a 20-year-old with a 13-year-old. Okay. Some parents married their daughters off to older men, in some cases to save their daughters' lives. You know what I'm saying? To get them out of the house with their predatory stepfather or predatory father. Okay. And I'm telling you, I know that because it's one of the things that happened in my family, to my grandmother, or my great grandmother, something like that, where they would marry their daughters off to an older man. I mean, duh. Have you seen The Color Purple? That girl was no more than 13, married off to a 40-year-old man. It was a place. Okay. So it's not unusual. But y'all youngins, I would love to look up, when did they start putting an age limit on what you consider adult? Because I bet my check that it has something to do with money. Okay? Because age doesn't determine your maturity. Okay? Age doesn't determine your maturity. Experience does. Okay? Period. Now, if you experienced a lot at a young age, you're more mature than a coddled, sheltered 30-year-old. So it is not unusual for a man to like a much younger woman. Now, I'm not saying it's right, okay? Because he lives in this society and we've set a limit where it's okay, an age limit on when it's okay to engage in certain things with another person, okay? It's not about maturity, it's about age. You broke the law. The fact is, you broke the law, Robert, okay? And you can't get around it. I don't care if your managers helped you and the people around you gave it to you. You can admit that all day long. You broke the law. And you knew it was wrong, but you kept doing it. Especially once you got in trouble with it the first time, I would never go back. You would never see me with anyone younger than 30. You hear me? I'd be dating old women. Okay? I mean, if I was him, I would be. That's the same thing with Michael Jackson. Though I'm gonna tell you right here, I'm standing 10 toes down. Michael Jackson didn't never touch them boys. Okay, he didn't do it. Okay, but just because I was accused of it, I wouldn't be seen with a child with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't be nowhere around a child. I wouldn't want to have any children of my own. I wouldn't even want to be around little kids that is not old enough to protect themselves. It'd be like I'll be hanging out with 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds. Okay. I'm just not going to do it. I wouldn't be nowhere around them, but they just feel like it's not true. That's not what I do. I want to help out these kids, and it's unfair that I can't be around them, but that's what it is. Once they do, what? But we tend to do that, and I'm guilty of getting in trouble for something and then continually to do it. I mean, it is what it is. It's true. And And we all do. And you will lie and your breath stink if you say that you got in trouble with something, and if it's something that you really believe that you shouldn't have gotten in trouble for, and you were doing it out of the right way and the right, you know what I'm saying, you're going to continue to do it because you believe that you're right. Okay. And that they were wrong and they got it mixed up. And I'm not going to stop doing this. And that's exactly what R. Kelly, anyone, everybody, Bill Cosby, he's like, well, it was acceptable back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, they asked for something. Well, now you know what the reputation is, so I'm gonna give it to you. You're a consenting adult, so you came in here willingly. You've heard, you know my rep. Okay, so that part. So that's what I feel about it. It's a new old song. He's admitted stuff. And it's a perfect because he's in jail and he's still talking about it, admitted, and he got us talking about it. Him, keeping him relevant. So I think it's ingenious, you know, because people want to listen to it now just because he's behind bars, thinking that he's turned a new leaf and maybe he remixed it and added something else. I admit I touched these girls. I admit this, that, and it's the same. It's the same old song, admitting the same things that he's always admitted, exposing the industry and see for what it is. Okay? That's all I have. I have no more. Okay? I got that from Funky Dinevo, aka Q. Okay? But I don't have no more for you. You all have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on Friday. Remember, love yourself, love your neighbors, and stay authentic. Y'all have a good one now. Bye.